Top 3 foods to prevent legs cramps in seniors. Strengthen your legs. Legs cramps in the elderly. What is going on? Have you ever had this experience? You were sleeping well, but suddenly your calf cramped in the middle of the night, as if it was strangled by a rope. The pain made you sit up all of a sudden, holding your legs and groaning. What's worse is that this situation does not happen occasionally, but comes every 2 or 3 days. Sometimes the right leg cramps, sometimes the left leg cramps, and sometimes both legs strike together. Many elderly people think that this is just like old age and they will pass it if they endure it. But did you know? Frequent leg cramps are actually the body asking for help. Cramps are not a small problem. It may mean that some nutrients in your body are being lost, such as insufficient potassium, calcium, and magnesium, or poor blood circulation and weak muscles. If left unchecked, the strength of the calf will become worse and worse, and it is easy to stumble and lose balance when walking. In severe cases, it may even cause falls and fractures. The consequences are not a joke. So what should we do? In addition to paying attention to sleeping posture and proper exercise, there is actually a particularly effective and simple way: eat the right food. Today we will talk to you about 3 common and cheap daily foods that can not only effectively prevent leg cramps, but also help you strengthen your leg strength and improve your body stability. You may have them in your kitchen for a long time, but you don't know how to eat them and when to eat them most effectively. If you want to make your legs stronger and sleep more soundly at night, let's fundamentally solve the cramping troubles in this issue. Don't blink, let's talk about it right away. Let's first understand what are the behind-the-scenes culprits of leg cramps. Speaking of leg cramps, many people think that it is just caused by old age and lack of exercise. But it is not that simple. When the legs cramp, there may be multiple reasons behind it. If we don't figure out the behind-the-scenes culprit of cramps, it is far from enough to just rub and soak our feet. Today, we will explain the 3 common reasons behind cramps to everyone. Reason 1. Electrolyte imbalance: potassium, calcium, magnesium. These micro-heroes that the body cannot do without. Did you know? Potassium, calcium, and magnesium in the human body are like lubricants for muscles and nerves. Potassium maintains nerve conduction, and rely on it to regulate muscle contractions. Calcium, if the muscle wants to contract. Calcium is the wrench. Magnesium, if the muscle wants to relax quickly. Magnesium is the brake pad. Once these trace elements are missing, the nerves are prone to miss sending signals. The muscles will contract randomly, and cramps will come. Common reasons include sweating a lot, drinking less water, especially in summer or after exercise, elderly people who take diuretics and antihypertensive drugs for a long time. The minerals in the body are easily excreted. The elderly themselves have poor appetite and low nutrient intake, which makes them more likely to be deficient. Therefore, electrolyte imbalance is the #1 black hand of leg cramps. Reason 2. Poor blood circulation: insufficient power supply in the legs, prone to failures. As you get older, the elasticity of blood vessels decreases. Blood circulation slows down. Especially the peripheral circulation of the legs is worse. Have you ever noticed that cramps often occur when the weather turns cooler, midnight, or 3 or 4 in the morning, when you suddenly stand up after sitting for a long time? This is because the blood supply to the legs is reduced. The muscles are deprived of oxygen, and the metabolic products accumulate, resulting in spasm. Especially those with high blood pressure, diabetes, and varicose veins in the lower limbs are more likely to suffer from leg cramps due to poor circulation. Reason 3. Muscle aging plus slow nerve reflexes: as you get older, your legs start to be lazy. It is true that people age first, and their legs age first. As we age, our muscle mass decreases, especially the leg muscles, which not only becomes loose, but also easily atrophy. Muscles are soft and have poor support. Nerves react slowly and their regulatory ability decreases. When the leg muscles are soft, even a little external stimulation, such as pressing while sleeping or a cold wind, can easily induce cramps. More importantly, the recovery ability of the elderly is slower than that of young people, and the pain after cramps may even last a whole day. Don't worry, we'll tell you the 3 most practical foods to prevent cramps. You can supplement potassium and magnesium without drugs, and your legs and feet will be strong without help. As we said before, leg cramps are actually your body flashing a red light for you. Either your nerves are too sensitive, or your nutrition is problematic, or your blood is not enough. But the problem is, the doctor will say, supplement potassium, calcium, magnesium, exercise more, and drink more water. It sounds simple, but it's not easy to do. Some friends start drinking functional drinks as soon as they hear potassium supplements, but their blood sugar soars and they get fat. Some go to the pharmacy to buy calcium tablets and health products, and they still have cramps. They spend money, but the effect is not visible. In fact, to prevent leg cramps, you don't need to complicated methods, and you don't have to spend money in vain. In our daily kitchen, there are the most natural and reliable anti-cramp helpers. 3 kinds of food, which are cheap and easy to buy, simple to make, and the key is good absorption and stable effect. These 3 foods can not only replenish the potassium, calcium and magnesium needed by the body, but also helps you build muscles, strengthen joints and stabilize the lower body, especially for older friends. If you eat right, not only will your legs stop cramping, but you will also be more energetic when walking, and it will help prevent falls and fractures. Then, let's officially enter the dry goods link and talk in detail about these 3 kitchen remedies to prevent leg cramps. The first one is the one that everyone is familiar with, but often eats wrong: banana. When it comes to potassium supplementation, most people think of bananas at the first time. This is indeed true. Bananas are called the king of potassium, not only because of their high potassium content, but also because they are a natural food that is very easily absorbed by the human body. So, how do bananas help us prevent leg cramps? First, let's understand the nutritional secrets of bananas. Why can it prevent cramps? Bananas are very rich in potassium, with about 300–400 milligrams of potassium in every 100 grams of bananas. Potassium is a very important regulator in human cells. It can balance electrolytes in the body and maintain normal conduction of nerves and muscles. It can help muscles contract and release smoothly and not mess around. When potassium is deficient, the nervous system is prone to misinstructions. Muscles will move randomly, and cramps will come, especially for many elderly people who take diuretics and antihypertensive drugs. The potassium in the body will be constantly washed out, which makes it easier to lack potassium. At this time, a banana is a timely supplement of potassium in your body. When is the best time to eat bananas? Many people ask. Then the more bananas, the better? Actually not. Although bananas are good, they must be eaten right and cleverly. The most recommended time is breakfast or afternoon snack, paired with milk, cereals or bread. The nutrition is more balanced. It is not recommended to eat on an empty stomach, because bananas contain a certain amount of fruit acid, which can easily stimulate gastric acid secretion and cause stomach discomfort. How to eat bananas more nutritiously? Recommended 2 simple recipes. First, banana oatmeal suitable for breakfast. Method: slice the ripe banana, mix it into the cooked oatmeal, and stir it. Benefits: potassium plus dietary fiber plus warming the stomach and intestines, especially suitable for the elderly with weak stomachs. Second, banana yogurt cup suitable for the afternoon or after dinner. Method: a cup of plain yogurt, add a sliced banana, sprinkle some walnuts or raisins. Benefits: replenish potassium plus nourish the intestines plus enhance memory. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Precautions: these people should pay a little attention when eating bananas. First, diabetics. Although bananas are nutritious, they also have a high sugar content, medium to high glycemic index. It is recommended to control the amount, half to 1 per day. and avoid eating on an empty stomach. Second, the elderly with weak spleen and stomach. Banana is cold. It is not recommended to eat it refrigerated, especially in winter. It is recommended to keep it at room temperature, and it can be eaten slightly warm. Now let's summarize. Bananas look ordinary, but they are natural good things for replenishing potassium and preventing cramps. Convenient, delicious, inexpensive, suitable for all ages. One a day will give you strength to walk during the day and prevent cramps at night. The next treasure food to prevent leg cramps. We have to start with green power, which is not only a calcium supplement, but also a master of blood supplements and meridians. That is dark green leafy vegetables, a natural treasure of calcium and magnesium, which will prevent leg cramps and smooth blood circulation. When it comes to vegetables, many people's first reaction is light and unnutritious, and some elderly people even think that eating more meat gives you strength. But eating vegetables is boring. In fact, this is a big mistake, especially dark green leafy vegetables, such as spinach, kale, rapeseed, amarantha, arugula. Kale, also called collared lettuce in supermarkets. These seemingly ordinary green leafy vegetables are actually natural calcium and magnesium supplements, nutrition treasures, which are very helpful in preventing leg cramps and strengthening leg muscles. Why can dark green leafy vegetables prevent cramps? Let's start with the key nutrients, calcium and magnesium. The role of calcium: it is like a switch key that regulates nerve and muscle signals. If calcium is deficient, muscles are prone to overexcitement, and cramps are one of the manifestations. The role of magnesium: it is equivalent to a brake pad, which can inhibit nerve impulses and relax muscles. If magnesium is insufficient, it is like the brakes are broken, and muscles will cramp when excited. Many people only know that calcium deficiency will cause cramps, but ignore magnesium. In fact, calcium and magnesium are partners, and they must be supplemented and absorbed together for good results. And dark green leafy vegetables are the richest places for these two minerals. These common green vegetables have higher calcium and magnesium content than some milk. How to eat to replenish the body. Some people say, I eat green vegetables every day. Why do I still cramp? Here is a key issue: absorption rate. Minerals such as calcium and magnesium can easily be ineffective if they are not eaten correctly. Recommended eating methods. First, blanch and stir fry. Many leafy vegetables contain oxalic acid, especially spinach, which will affect calcium absorption. Blanching can remove most of the oxalic acids, and it is better to eat it after frying. Second, pair it with ingredients rich in vitamin C, such as tomatoes, red peppers, and oranges, which helps absorb minerals. Third, pair it with high-quality oils, such as olive oil and flaxseed oil, which can promote the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins K, E and protect blood vessels and muscles when cooking. Not recommended eating methods. First, fry it too much or cook it for too long. Nutrients are lost quickly. The taste is poor, and the elderly are more likely to lose their appetite. Second, eat the same dish for a long time. It is easy to have nutritional bias. It is recommended to rotate different dark green vegetables every week for a more balanced effect. When is the best time to eat? Vegetables are best arranged at noon and in the evening. Breakfast is not suitable for consuming a lot of lettuce, especially for the elderly with cold stomach constitution. Frying green vegetables for dinner is both light and can relieve the risk of night cramps. If you are prone to cramps in the middle of the night, you can add a little dark green leafy vegetables to dinner. Add some garlic fries, and some tofu to match, which is delicious and practical. Small reminder: people with poor kidney function, such as those with chronic kidney disease, need to follow the doctor's advice when eating high potassium and high magnesium foods. Do not blindly increase the intake of leafy vegetables. For the elderly with weak stomachs and cold intestines, it is recommended to eat leafy vegetables cooked or warm, and it is not suitable to eat them cold. In short, dark green vegetables, although they are inconspicuous, are actually natural mineral supply stations. calcium and magnesium supplements. Helps muscle relaxation, prevent cramps, laxatives, lower blood pressure, and protect the cardiovascular system. One dish can achieve multiple goals, and the combination is good, and the absorption efficiency is greatly improved. Many elderly people have weak legs and poor sleep at night, which is due to the lack of nourishment of these trace elements. So, the plate of green leafy vegetables on the table is not indispensable, but a leg protection magic dish. Next, the third food we are going to introduce is the leg power bank that many people ignore. The traditional diet therapy king that nourishes the kidneys. It strengthens the tendons, nourishes the blood and calms the mind. Black sesame. When it comes to preventing leg cramps, in addition to bananas to supplement potassium and green leafy vegetables to supplement calcium and magnesium, there is also an ancient and practical folk treasure, black sesame. This is not just a casual remark. In the ancient Chinese medical book Compendium of Materia Medica, the effects of black sesame are clearly written. Black sesame nourishes the liver and kidneys, benefits the essence and blood, moisturizes the 5 internal organs, and strengthens the bones and muscles. And modern nutrition has also found that black sesame is indeed rich in vitamin E, calcium, and magnesium, which are nutrients that are closely related to preventing cramps. Why can black sesame relieve leg cramps? Let's take a look at its nutritional highlights. Calcium. The calcium content of every 100 grams of black sesame is as high as 800 milligrams, which is about 8 times that of milk. Magnesium, about 290 milligrams, regulates nerve signals and helps muscles relax. Vitamin E, antioxidation, protects nerve tissue, and improves sleep quality. Unsaturated fatty acids plus proteins, nourish joints, repair damaged muscles, and improve leg strength. And black sesame has a hidden advantage, nourishing the kidneys and blood. Chinese medicine believes that the kidney governs bones and produces marrow, and the liver governs tendons. The decline in leg strength is often related to insufficient kidney qi, blood deficiency, and weak tendons. Therefore, black sesame is not only nutritious, but also a good ingredient for symptomatic conditioning and both internal and external care. How to eat it for better results. Although black sesame is good, it is not easy to absorb when eaten raw. It is recommended to eat it cooked, eat it grounded into powder, or eat it with other foods. The following ways of eating are recommended to you. First, cooked black sesame powder plus walnut powder. Mix the two together with warm water or milk, and drink it for breakfast or before bed. It can nourish the brain, strengthen the tendons, nourish the blood and moisturize the dryness, and is suitable for the elderly who have cramps at night and insomnia and dreaminess. Second, black sesame paste. It can be purchased from the market or homemade. Remember to choose low sugar. A bowl of hot, warm stomach and protected legs. A bowl in the morning. No cramps at night. Third, black sesame porridge. Cooking porridge with rice, millet and black rice. It is nutritionally balanced and easy to digest. It is suitable for the elderly with weak spleen and stomach, bad teeth, and fear of cold and hardness. Fourth, black sesame and red date paste. Small recipe. 30 grams cooked black sesame powder, less 3 red date paste plus appropriate amount of milk. Stir and heat to drink. Nourishing blood and beauty. Warm stomach and help sleep. Especially helpful for night cramps. Fifth, sesame and walnut drinks. Cooked black sesame powder plus walnut powder plus a small spoonful of honey plus hot water brew. Nourishing yin and kidneys. Relieve anxiety. Improve sleep. Suitable for middle-aged and elderly friends to drink at night. Precautions. Although black sesame is good, you need to know these. Black sesame contains a high amount of oil. Although it is a good oil, it is recommended not to exceed 15 grams, about 1 spoon per day. People with poor stomach and prone to diarrhea should avoid eating on an empty stomach. It is recommended to eat after meals or with rice porridge. Black sesame food supplements are slow work. It is recommended to eat it continuously for 2-3 weeks to observe the effect. and avoid intermittent. Black sesame is a treasure left by our ancestors for strengthening tendons and strengthening bones. It can supplement calcium, magnesium, nourishing the kidneys and blood, nourishing nerves, relieving night cramps, improved leg weakness, insomnia and dreaminess, and double the effect when paired with walnuts, red dates, milk, etc. It can also help you sleep well. A spoonful of black sesame powder every day will make your legs stronger, sleep well at night, and walk with energy during the day. In addition to eating rights, there are many small habits and details in daily life that are actually very important for preventing leg cramps. You may not know that some elderly people cramp every day and wake up every night because of a small action they didn't pay attention to. Write down the following points quickly. They are practical, simple, and free. First, drinking more water can also prevent cramps. Yes, you heard it right. Many people think that cramps are just a problem of calcium and potassium deficiency, but in fact dehydration is also one of the common causes, especially for the elderly. The sense of thirst becomes weaker, and it is often too late to drink water when you want to drink water. Correct method: drink water regularly during the day. Don't wait until you are thirsty to drink. Drink 150 to 00 ml each time, and control the total amount to 1200 to 1500 ml per day. Adjust according to your physical condition. If you sweat a lot and it's hot, you can drink more light salt water or electrolyte drinks. Special reminder: don't drink too much water at night to avoid frequent waking up and affecting sleep. It is recommended to slowly replenish water after dinner and before going to bed. Second, exercise moderately to prevent leg cramps. Many people say, "My legs are weak, so I dare not exercise." In fact, the truth is, if you don't exercise, your legs will become more and more prone to cramps. Moderate muscle activity can promote blood circulation and reduce the accumulation of acidic metabolites, improves muscle endurance and nerve control, helps sleep quality and avoid leg thumping in the middle of the night. Recommended simple movements: take a 20-30 minute walk every day. Breathe smoothly and move steadily. Rest for 20 minutes after a meal before walking. Never lay down right after a meal. Stretching before bed specially recommended. Put your heels on the ground, tiptoe up, and gently pull your calf muscles against the wall. Each leg for 30 seconds. Lie on the bed and do the empty pedaling bicycle movement 10 to 15 times. These few small movements, stick to it for a week. You can clearly feel that your legs are no longer thumping. Third, don't ignore keeping warm. Did you know, many elderly people have leg cramps in the middle of the night because of cold legs? With age, the peripheral blood vessels of the human body become thinner and weaker, and they spasm when they are cold. These warm-keeping details are essential. Wear thin cotton socks when sleeping, especially for the elderly with cold feet. In autumn and winter, you can cover your legs with a small blanket or hot water bottle. Soak your legs in warm water when washing your feet in the morning and evening to promote blood circulation and relieve muscle tension. You may not have noticed that air conditioning and summer coolness may also induce cramps, so don't think that you only need to keep warm in winter. Fourth, don't take calcium supplements or health products randomly. Many people rush to buy calcium tablets and potassium tablets when they have cramps, or listen to people recommend various so-called stop cramping spirits and leg non-cramping pills and other products. In fact, you should know, not everyone needs calcium and potassium supplements. Excessive or inappropriate medications can easily cause heart rhythm problems and kidney burden. Health products are not a panacea, and cannot replace regular diet and treatment. Scientific advice: prioritized food supplements, such as bananas, green leafy vegetables, and black sesame seeds mentioned above, which are natural and safe. If you do have frequent cramps and poor dietary effects, please see a doctor to check electrolytes and kidney function, and use medication under the guidance of a doctor. It is better to have scientific diet therapy plus healthy life than to blindly supplement. Dear friends, leg cramps are not what it should be like when you get old, but but your body is sending you a distress signal. If you can hear it and are willing to act, it will slowly improve, or even say goodbye to it completely. Today we talked about 3 kinds of natural leg protection foods to prevent leg cramps. Banana, a good potassium supplementer. Eat it in the morning to be energetic. Dark green leafy vegetables, calcium and magnesium combination. Strong tendons and blood vessels. Black sesame, the king of traditional kidney and tendon strengthening. Eat it at night to sleep well. Don't ignore small actions and habits in daily life. Don't wait until you are thirsty to drink water. Drink water regularly during the day. Keep your legs and feet moving. Take a walk after meals plus stretch before going to bed. Keep warm, especially when the weather turns cold. Don't let your legs freeze. Don't take supplements randomly. Everything is based on food supplements and doctor's advice. As long as we use the right method and stick to it, we can stop cramping in the legs, sleep well, walk steadily, and have a low risk of falling. If you think today's content is helpful, please like it and share it with your parents, relatives and friends you care about, so that we can have fewer cramps. Walk steadily and have a good body together. See you next time. I hope you don't have sore legs every day, no cramps at night, and you will be more energetic as you live.